Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to B-Man is Mad. Welcome to another episode of You Have Been F5 by B-Man is Mad. And this week's candidate goes to the White Sox manager, Tony La Russa. Now, I am a very, very skeptical person. I am very bitter sometimes, and I'm also very, very cynic. I'm very cynical about everything. I criticize everything because that's who I am. You know, I believe things happen for a reason, and that's it. And I don't usually give people or organizations, including the White Sox, the benefit of the doubt. But this past year, when they hired Tony La Russa to be their manager, I gave the White Sox the benefit of the doubt, and I bit myself in the tongue, and I'm mad at myself because Tony La Russa had just proved this week that baseball has passed him by, and I will get into that. It's like the video game analogy. When you are from the late 70s and the 1980s, and you play Pac-Man, and you're an expert at it, and I've heard this analogy on the radio, so I'm stealing it from a caller on the local radio station that I heard just yesterday. Well, let's say you're from the 80s or you're from the 70s and you are an expert at Pac-Man, you know everything about Pac-Man, but then you fast forward 30 years later and you're in your 70s, you've slowed down, you drink too much, you get a DUI before the season starts. The White Sox came out with it and, you know, it didn't look really good with DUI, but let's say that you have all this and let's say you play the newest version of Call of Duty on PS5 and it's too fast for you, the graphics are too amazing for you, you're left in shock, you don't know what the hell you're doing, you're getting whipped around by 12-year-old kids, and technology in the video games have just passed you by because you're too used to playing Pac-Man from 1980 and Miss Pac-Man from 1987. That's what Tony La Russa is. And he just proved that this week when your main Mercedes, who's having a breakout year, who was in the minor league system for a while, comes up, is on fire, has a 3-0 pitch. The Twins were losing at the time, 15-4, gave up, put a position player in there as a pitcher, throws a 47-mile-an-hour slider over the plate. The main Mercedes hits it like 450 feet on a 3-0 count, runs the bases, hits a home run. He's having a great year. He's young, he's a rookie, whatever, I don't care. And the day after, White Sox manager Tony La Russa says, you know, that's part of the unwritten rules you don't do, and I was disappointed, and we're going to have a little talk, basically, or we're going to punish him, or this will never happen again. In those kind of lines, I'll leave the link in the description below so you can see the full story. But you know what, Tony? Shut up. Okay, seriously, shut up. This is it's not 1985. It's 2021, where baseball needs swag, baseball needs bat flips, baseball needs attitude, baseball needs Tim Anderson, and baseball needs 3-0 counts where you hit a home run. It doesn't matter how much you're up by. There are no unwritten rules. There's no, oh, we're sorry, we're blowing you out, we won't score any more runs. No, this isn't Little League. There isn't a slaughter rule, Tony. Okay, there isn't a slaughter rule. So that happens the day after the White Sox end up losing the game. But during that game, the White Sox, the next day, of course, they lose the game 5-4. They blew a 4-1 lead late in the game. And the pitcher for the Twins, Tyler Duffy, throws the ball around and it hits your main Mercedes for the 3-0 count, ridiculous home run, because they put in a position player the night before because the Twins literally quit. And there was a warning given to both benches. And what does Tony La Russa say the next day? That he agreed with it. He agreed with it. He said he had no problem with it. But Tony, do you even know who you're managing? Do you even know that the White Sox are your employer? Do you even know what year it is? I mean, I am so mad at myself for giving this guy the benefit of the doubt, because here's the problem, folks. The problem is that there's a chance. I don't think it'll happen because the White Sox have too much pitching talent, too much of a bullpen talent, even though the bullpen needs to work much better because they've blown some leads here. And I believe 13 out of their losses this year have been due to walk-off losses. Okay, that's a stat I read. That's concerning. But however, here's the problem that I have with this. And by the way, that pitcher for the Twins, Tyler Duffy, has been suspended 3 games for an undisclosed amount of a fine. Now, is Tony La Russa going to pay for his fine or speak in his behalf? So, but here, I know I'm all over the place here, folks, but I am on fire, okay? And I know I suck, I know I'm an amateur, but I'm doing this for fun because I love talking and I love sports, and I have a passion for it, okay? But here's the problem, Tony. If you keep on thinking it's 1985 or 1975, You're going to divide your clubhouse. You're going to lose your players. They're going to tune you out. And you do not want to do that because this team has the best record in the AL. And they might have one of the best pitching staffs in the AL, the best starting pitch in the AL. And you might screw that up by acting like a little pansy from 1985. Go sit back in your dugout, drink your beer, and shut up and let the team play. Let the team what they want to do. Let your main Mercedes do what he wants. Let them score runs. Let them win, because I don't care about poor sportsmanship. You run the score up on anyone because their point of view to play the game is also to win the game. That's what the White Sox are trying to do. They are trying to win a World Series, and they're trying to put the Twins out of their misery. Okay? And you're sitting there taking shots at your own players and saying it was wrong, and you think that the Twins did the right thing by throwing the ball behind them. Screw your unwritten rules. That's the problem with baseball, like I've said, that you're going to kill the league with your bullshit unwritten rules that you've had from 1945. You need to evolve, like I said about politicians, that they evolve. And by having Tony La Russa in that, they're not going to have that. They're going to have this old grandpa who doesn't like being around his grandchildren, who's too used to playing Pac-Man from 1979 or 1980 and can't keep up with the times. That's what Tony La Russa is. And he's firing me up. And Tony La Russa, you have been F5 by B-Man is Mad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're new here, no, my blood pressure is okay, but thank you for asking. And I will talk to you guys later on down the road. Thank you, and of course, go Sox.